Now, as for New Zealand, well, their coach, Paul Temple, has had to make a late reshuffle due to an ankle injury sustained in training by his captain, Catherine Bott. He's elected to switch the speedy Megan Lee from the flank to central defence, and Waterside Karora's Briar Palmer wins a place in the starting lineup. Hannah Carlson, as you just saw, will skipper the side. Martine Puketapu was the top scorer. Turned back by Pineda. Plenty of time now for New Zealand to bring the ball clear with Megan Lee. I tell you, she was quick. She's also skillful, and she's whipped the ball away to Palmer, who slipped just momentarily, and the impetus was lost in the move. Lee may pick this one up for New Zealand. A bit of a scramble there before the ball was got away by Perez for Mexico. We've seen a couple of girls slip already on this surface. Rather frenetic early exchanges. Lee to calm things down. Looks very composed on the ball, Megan Lee. One of the 3 survivors from the last World Cup finals at this level in Trinidad and Tobago. My, they do have some exotic locations, don't they? The ball is driven long. Kept in play over there by Jocelyn Orahel. Solid work in the middle of the park here from the New Zealanders, and then going around in a circle was Palmer. Playing very deep for the Mexican-sided Espinosa. Here she is now. Launches it long and trying to get in behind the defender, who does really well there. That's Megan Lee. She's made a very confident start to this game for New Zealand. And the less than accustomed position of centre-back. Sides in this group. This is good play from Mexico, from the tall number 9, Luz Duarte, their top goal scorer. It's becoming a very modern tourist attraction. In the same way that Dubai has recently. This is a decent ball forward from Rodriguez. Taylor Alvarado are well covered. How quick there was Laura Merrin in getting back to make sure that Alvarado didn't get behind her. Corner nonetheless for Mexico. Their second of this match. New Zealand
were beaten 1-0, but could have been worse. The goalkeeper had a cracking game, Lily Outfelt. And here come New Zealand trying to launch their first attack. It's good defending by Saki Ishii, the right. But for her, she'll probably be celebrating a lead at close to the interval. Here's Fletcher. There's an overlap down the left-hand side. She's done well to get away here. It's a good run. Low cross in is easily defended. It was Megan Lee who got down the left-hand side. She's slotted into that left-back position. She had to play in all kinds of positions, Megan Lee. She replaced the captain, Catherine Bott, who was injured. Came in to start for her against Mexico as a centre defender. She started here as an attacking midfielder come striker and is now playing as a left-back. But that is the virtue of versatility. Still no way through for the Japanese players, who've had 64% of the first half possession but not able to provide a goal. Here's Momiki, who's done as much as anyone to try and create one. Good challenge by a very impressive Michaela Moore. Ishii down the line to the diminutive Ito, but she's not diminutive in terms of skill or courage. One of the best features of their game so far. Hasegawa, the substitute on the overlap. Thundering challenge from Megan Lee, the versatile Linavon United player who made a couple of appearances in the last World Cup and has played in 3 different positions already in this one, and we're only halfway through the second match. but it is useful for a coach to have a utility player who can fill in when they do suffer unfortunate injuries like the one that Laura Merrin picked up in the first half. Games, both of them that the New Zealanders had in Switzerland before arriving in Baku. The players came in directly from Switzerland, and again the cross is just too high for Pereira. It came flashing in from the left-hand side, courtesy of Megan Lee. There is Jennifer with a good ball, really good ball, out to Julia. Crossed by her is repelled by Merrin, who's rather lost sight of the ball, but has rediscovered it now and will clear down the right-hand side. Not much respite for the young Ferns for the signal for the corner, and it was knocked away at the near post by Brenner, the striker. That's a nice ball. Here's Fletcher for New Zealand, tries to swirl it in towards Pukitapu. Didn't quite find its intended target, but this is a good little spell from New Zealand. They'll want to keep it going, but Megan Lee just keeps it in. Good cross by Lee, and backfield attempt by Pereira. Doesn't really make any great contact, and Brazil. It was an enterprising run by the scorer of Brazil's second goal, but she wasn't able to set up Brazil's fourth, because all felt was in the way. We've got another injury to a New Zealand player as we approach half-time, but they'll want to continue playing here because Megan Lee is looking to get down the line. Megan Lee cuts it in, chance, goal! New Zealand are back in it. Emma Fletcher with the touch. Lovely run down the left-hand side by Megan Lee. And a good finish to get there between goalkeeper and defender. Lee did well, was aware of her teammates' presence, and Emma Fletcher scored so brilliantly with that first half volley. The ball brought away here by Fletcher for New Zealand. This is positive by them, and she's picked out the run of Ralston. There are two driving forward, Pukitapu and Pereira, but it's a very, very poor, very much the boss in that 6-yard box in those situations. Certainly one of the better goalkeepers I've seen in this tournament. Carolina, who's recovered from that injury, safety first, knocks the ball out of play. Now, is there one last goal in the New Zealand locker? This is a good run by Megan Lee, gets the ball in towards Ralston, half tackled, it's scrambled behind for a corner. Ralston exerting pressure there at the near post from Megan Lee, who set up the second goal beautifully for Emma Fletcher. And the young Ferns have a corner. It's taken short to Lee. Fletcher has peeled away, tries to just jink in field of Jennifer, goes back round the outside, she's done well. There hasn't been much of a threat from the New Zealanders. Moore trying to put that right, that's not a good header. Straight to Megan Lee, Ralston's in the box for her. Here's Ralston with the header. Couldn't quite direct it on target, but it was another good counter-attack by the New Zealanders. Worked the ball across very quickly. It was a poor header, which gave Lee the chance to get down the left-hand side. Ralston in the box, but heading across the face.